Hello, everyone. Sarah here. We're going to get into the topic today about being broken. Here is the cold, hard truth. Why is it called that? Have you ever thought about that? Why is it called cold and hard? No one wants anything that is cold and hard. Being cold is not fun, and things that are hard feel hard. What thought have you given that? The consideration of the power of the words that we use and the power of the phrases that come to mind, and they come to mind instantaneously. They come to mind instantly and easily, right? Isn't that instantaneously? The combination of instantly and easily. Here's the cold, hard truth. I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but I don't like when things are cold and I don't like when things are hard. But we've been programmed. That probably was whatever they call a 480 slip. It just came out. It came to the surface. It's part of our internal programming. It's part of our emotional bank. It's part of the things that we can recall easily. We recall easily because we've heard them over and over again. We've heard them from different sources. We have not only heard them, but we've connected with them in a way that has us believe that they're true. So in that, there's a connection that we believe the truth has to be cold and hard. And we believe it. Things can't be easy. Things can't be warm, cozy, comfortable. Things can't be easy. It just can't be, because truth is cold and truth is hard. Here's the cold, hard truth. You're not broken and nothing is wrong with you. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. I love it. And these are the things that come to mind, and these are the things that impact our mind. These are the things that our mind have become programmed to believe. The things that we heard, the things that we unconsciously connect with. And when we try and believe something else, when we try and pull in something else that's supposed to make us feel better, like you're not broken and nothing is wrong with you, there's something that says, oh, that's cold, hard truth. Here's the cold, hard truth. No, cold, hard. That's like ice. That's like ice. And when you put it on something that's hurting and there's no protection around it, it can only be held there for so long. Think about it. When you've fallen down, or if you have children and they've fallen down, and you've experienced it too, if you're an adult watching this, you were once a child. When you fall and when you get hurt, right? You experience pain. You experience pain immediately, and you want immediate relief because it hurts. There's a tremendous amount of different sensation than there was just before you fell and experienced a sensation of pain, and you don't like it. And you grab ice pack. Here you go. Put this on there, keep it on there. And if there's no barrier protection, there's nothing wrapped around it to provide a cushioning, a softening of it, you're going to experience the ice on you that is hard and is cold. And you can only hold it for so long. And it only helps so much before you have to take it off, before you have to remove it, before you have to extract it, because the level of discomfort you experience with it becomes overwhelming. It becomes too much. So put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. All the while you're doing this dance of putting it on and taking it off, putting it on and taking it off. And we do the same thing when we are going on this journey of healing from things that have caused us pain, from things that have hurt us in the past. And things come to mind unconsciously, intuitively, inevitably, that have us feel like, no, take it off. No, but I really want this. Put it on. Nope, I'm going to take it off. Put this on, take it off, put it on, take it off. All of these things are so relevant in our lives, and all of these things impact where we are and how we experience where we are, how we experience being here. What does this mean about me? This is too hard. I can't. I'm unable. Got to put it on, take it off. But I really, really want it. I really want healing. I really want to move forward. I really want to move on. I really want to get through this. I really want to be able to let it go. Like everyone says, I should be able to do so easily. Like, what's the big deal? What's wrong with me? Why can't I? And our mind becomes filled with all these questions and these stories. This is what I call the gaslighter mind. And we get into this in transforming past pain to present power. And if or when you're ready, I have a free masterclass that dives more into what you can expect and the mind of the traumatized. When you've experienced emotional abuse and neglect from your past in relationships that were very, very significant for you, your mind does this, and your mind has absorbed certain beliefs. Your mind holds on to words and the power and the energy that is the life force behind them, the movement that's behind them. And a lot of times it's movement into a brick wall. It's movement into a rock and then a hard place and then a rock and a hard place. And there's movement, but it feels like you're not moving anywhere. But you're moving from, oh, I'm not broken and nothing is wrong with me, to, that's not the cold, hard truth. Well, truth is cold and truth is hard. And that becomes this internal belief system that you have, that you're trying to build a new life and a foundation of something better on. And it feels like, how is this possible? How is this going to happen if the truth is cold and hard? Because this is really uncomfortable. It's just as uncomfortable as holding ice on a wound. No one likes to do that. No, take it off. I don't like this. I'm going to sit without it for a while. And it feels like that same thing. I'm going to sit without the truth for a while, but the truth is you're not broken and nothing is wrong with you. But there's a belief that you are and something is, because of the pain of what you've experienced in the past. And the pain will cause you to believe lies about yourself. The pain will cause you to question the truth and say that can't be the truth. And if it is, I don't want it. And there's an internal experience of rejecting it because it's hard and because it's cold. I don't want to go there. Where can I go? How can I get away from this and move towards pleasure, move towards something that feels better? Even though that thought and that phrase, you're not broken and nothing is wrong with you, should make me feel better, it doesn't. Well, why? Well, that's the cold, hard truth. Get it? So your mind toggles back and forth between this and that, between this is where I am, but this is what I desire. I can't have what I desire because this is who I am. Look at all the evidence that I have that proves this, that validates this, that concretes this in, that seals the deal, that says that I am broken and there are a million things wrong with me. And then our energy and our attention becomes focused on that, becomes pinpointed on that. And when it's that, then our focus is on the things that we lack or perceive to lack. But all of those things are actually your superpowers, are actually your strength. But there's not a level of energetic congruency if you also are believing in the cold, hard truth, because then you're being pulled away from the thing that you desire and towards the thing that's keeping you stuck, towards a false belief, towards a lie that you believed about yourself, and a lie that grew in the context of the pain that you experienced, a lie that other people benefited from you believing. Because if you believe that you were broken and there's something wrong with you, you will put energy and movement towards trying to prove that that's wrong, to trying to disprove that, and trying to prove to them that you're worthy, you're deserving, you are enough. And you continue to do and do and do and do and do and give and give and give and give in an effort to disprove that, so that you can receive love, receive connection, receive attention that makes you feel good inside because you feel so bad inside. And then other people who also feel bad inside about themselves will use, abuse, and take advantage of you being in that state, believing that lie that you're broken and there's something wrong with you. But the truth is, the truth that does not have to be hard, the truth that does not have to be cold, is that you are not broken and nothing is wrong with you. The problem is you're believing lies over truths. The lies have risen to the top and the truth has sunk to the bottom because there's a belief it's cold and it's hard. What if it didn't have to be that way? What if you simply believed the truth about you and there didn't have to be an attachment, a connection, and a story to it, that it's cold, that it's hard? Because cold, hard things sink. Think about it. Imagine that you're at a lake and there are rocks around you. There's rocks, there's a lake, and all the rocks are the truth. They literally surround you. The truth is in abundance. You don't have to go looking for it. It's just there. It's available. It's present. It is underneath your feet. It is surrounding you. The rocks of truth. And you take one and you throw it into the lake. And it sinks to the bottom. That's what it's like to believe that the truth is cold and hard. It will sink to the bottom. You will not be able to see it anymore. You'll have a belief, a perception, an experience that it's gone, because visually it is gone. It is sunk. It's cold. It's hard. And what you can see is that it's gone. But there's also a knowing that it's still there because I was just holding on to it and I released it and I let it go. I threw it there and I heard the clunk and I watched it sink. So conceptually, I understand it's still there. I'm just no longer holding on to it. I can no longer see it because now I see the water. Now I see the ripples. Now I see the impact. Now I see the effect that it had of letting go of it, releasing it, and throwing it, getting rid of it. It's the same concept. It's the same principle. The lies are what you can see. The lies are the surface. The lies are the water. And there's a belief that the truth is cold and hard, and so it sinks and the lies have risen. And that's what you see. And you say, well, if that's what I can see, that must be what is. Because look, that's what is. It's there. I can see it. I can put my finger in it. I can touch it. I don't know where the truth went. I don't know where the rock went. I don't know. I don't know how deep it is. I ain't going in there. Well, really? You want the truth back? Right. But if that's what I have to do to get it, no thanks. And so we continue holding on to these lies. We continue holding on to these lies because they become embedded in our minds internally, unconsciously, these inner beliefs that we have and the stories that we have around that can't be true because look what I can see. Look around me. If that were true, things would be a lot better. If that were true, things would be improving faster and we connect time with it. So it gets all mixed up, all muddied up. It's like okay, all right. I want the truth back. So I'm going to hop into the lake and I'm going to search for the rock. Well, is this it? Nope, that's not the one. Is this it? No. And then things get muddied and things get stirred up. And then before you know it, you can't see because everything's just mixed up together. And it's like, this is too hard. This is too much. I can't do this anymore. And so you leave and you leave feeling exhausted. You leave feeling frustrated. And it's the same thing when your inner mind is still holding on to programming that you're broken and something is wrong with you, but you're trying to tell yourself and trying to convince yourself or trying to get yourself to believe that nothing is. It just feels like, what do I do with all this? As if there's something to do with it. It's inner programming, it's stories. It's things that you've experienced. It's benefits that others have had from you believing lies about yourself versus the truth. It's stories that the truth is cold and hard, when in fact it's not. When in fact you were holding it in your hand before you let it go. It was you that rejected it. It was you that threw it. It was you that let it go. That was the truth about you. And the truth about you is that it's still there. And the truth about you that's still there, although you may not believe it because you can't see it, it takes faith, it takes trust, it takes knowing. But the truth about you is you're not broken and nothing is wrong with you. You've simply believed stories that others have said there is. There is something wrong with you. You are broken. You're not good enough. You're not worthy enough. You're not deserving enough. You can't do that. You don't have what it takes. Those are all the lies that you believed. And you've thrown away, you've discarded the truth, and now we're holding on to those lies inside. That's the truth. And it does not have to be cold and it does not need to be hard. That you are not broken and nothing is wrong with you. It takes an inner healing and inner transformation. It takes a rising to the top of the truth, of reversing of the things that you're currently experiencing, allowing the lies to sink down and the truth to rise up. So when you're ready for that journey, when you're ready to go into the space of having that experience, I'd love to connect with you. You can find out more information about transforming past pain to present power and about going on that journey. It does not have to be cold. It does not have to be long. It does not have to be hard. Those are all lies. And the very truth about you, it always has been and it always will be, is that you are not broken and nothing is wrong with you. Okay? Let's let that be what you hold on to instead of get rid of. All right, that's it for today. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.